Carthage must be destroyed. Here on my workbench I have a tower. You can see it's a very medieval tower in nature. And I'm just showing this off today. This is a full resin cast tower by a company called South Coast Scale Scenery. And you know, I got this tower here. You can see I've got a Fireforge dude on the top there. I got this tower because, well, I guess I should say why I'm filming this video in the first place. I just wanted to share this kind of tower with people here on YouTube because I have followed these guys and seen these guys on eBay for a time, and I always thought that towers look cool. They always presented them with Bretonnia models, so I guess it's a very fantasy look. But since I'm doing 100 Years War and my main focus is on France, I really thought, you know, I would really like a piece of scenery or a piece of terrain that's really unique and really cool. And so one of the most unique pieces I saw online anyway, instead of, you know, like a lot of people might get something from, what is it? You know, the old Games Workshop towers they have. Those are out everywhere, even though they don't make them anymore. Or you could 3D print something. But I really like old resin casting, and I wanted something really special and unique for my table. So I went and got this, and you could, like I said, you can find them on eBay. That's South Coast Scale Scenery. Now, this whole tower is resin cast. I don't know if they're doing multiple casts of the same ones. It says on their eBay site that yes, they have other casts available. So maybe you can request it. Maybe if you like this kind of stuff and you want to check it out, you go take a look. But this kind of tower here is a basic medieval tower, and I got this one because I was looking. I do not remember for the life of me where I was looking. I know it's in the southern part of France, but there's a tower there, I want to say from the 12th or 13th century, and it looks essentially like this, where it's round. It's a single watchtower. I think when Napoleon was entering Spain, they actually used it as a kind of like a border, what's it called? A border outpost, okay? So I just thought, hey, I want something that's medieval that can cover not just the 100 Years War, because I'm focusing on early 15th century, and you know, they always change the method of doing modern castles, just like buildings, right? They're always changing architecture and building structures. But I wanted something that would just be like, you know, if you saw this in, say, the Barons' War or something, you could be like, okay, that's plausible as a stone castle. But then if you saw it later in like the 30 Years War, later on in like the 17th century, right, you could be like, okay, it's an old European structure, and you know, maybe it's a fortified position, right? Even though castles change their architectural types over the years, of course they're going to, you know, castles and towers are going to stay standing, and we still have plenty of examples of that in Europe and ruins and stuff. So I figured instead of getting like a modern day 100 Years War painted castle, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them painted their castles and painted their chateaus and stuff, right? I wanted something with a stone look that could easily cover a bunch of periods, really. So that's what I'm going to use, and that's what I'm going to use to represent my basically generic stone tower in games from anywhere in the medieval time, really. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys here and how cool it is. On the top here, I really like the brickwork. The brick is not like just flat. It's all resin cast, and it's all, I don't think you can see it here, but it's all uneven, so it's not like set stone, right? And then this came pre-painted. I don't know if they sell any that are unpainted if you want to paint your own, but I thought this looked great, and it will fit my painting style for just wargaming. And it'll be a nice little piece I plan to build around. As you can see, you've got a nice little trap door in there, bunch of rocky effects built in with that resin. Of course, that's I think that's resin as well there, and it's all cast nicely. Now this maybe was probably, I don't know if they built it themselves or where they got the whole sculpting for it, but they've put in some different things, and I think in the end it's just become part of the scope. Like this door here, for example, is actually a little big for Perry guys and even fantasy. Like if I put them down here, I think the door is a little mighty for just a tower. But this, I think, is also supposed to be part of a full castle. I didn't see a full castle on their website. They do have pictures of the Bretonnian style there if you want to see it. But they had like a bridge, wall sections, circular towers like this one. They have a tall one and a short one. They also had a square version if you want to do a square tower as well. I like how the windows here and how he's painted the windows, you can see the shade and like kind of a moss, different color of rock coming out. So it's all the same kind of rock, but I guess over the years it's really deteriorated in some spots, especially around the windows, right? So you can see the different effects there. So yeah, for something that comes pre-painted and something that was just on eBay there, and even this I should point it out. I love the detail. Like under here they've got the little, I don't remember the name of these, but they've got the little arcs around the tower, right? And it's not even, so it looks like this tower has been standing for a while. And that, you know, like I said, that's kind of the look I wanted to do. So, but yeah, I think this will be great when I do 100 Years of War stuff. I've had it in the background of some of my other shots, but I just wanted to share it now. Give a shout out to these guys at South Coast Scale Scenery, and you know, just show off a piece that I want to build some medieval stuff around, be it 100 Years War. If I do stuff that's earlier, then I've got like a castle here that also helps to fit it. One thing I noticed here on the side here also is, and I think this came purposely like this, is that you can see here how this one here arcs out, but then this one here at the side doesn't quite arc out. And I don't think that was done, you know, it doesn't look like anything was ripped off or glued on. That was intentionally done like that. So that's what I mean, like nothing on here is per scale. And you might think, oh, that's not really good architecturally, but you know, for something that's aged and getting older, I think that's great. I think it's really cool. So it's a cute little tower, and that's all I really wanted to share with everyone today. So let me know what you think. Oh, I guess a question I could ask you guys in the video. Do you guys prefer all hard resin stuff like this? Or do you prefer plastic scenery, hard plastic? Or maybe you prefer what's it called? The 3D printed stuff, the 3D resins and stuff they're coming out with now. I haven't found a lot of 3D printings I've been so impressed with. Like, usually it has to be pretty thick, and I'm sure there's lots of good stuff out there for terrain. Personally, my least favorite is MDF. I don't like MDF terrain, probably because I have to do so much extra work with it. But hard resin has always been my favorite, and this I think for wargaming gets the job done. I just also want to point out how tall it is. I mean, this is a fairly, you can see there, that's a 28 millimeter dude. So like that's going to be an impressive piece once I start building around it, right? So, I mean, this sucker here, height-wise, is about, what is that, 10 inches tall about. So from the very base to the top kind of wall there is 10 inches tall. And just to show you the width, just to share it with you guys, about 5 inches right across there in the circle there. So yeah, nice, cool tower. Check them out if you're interested and want some pre-painted, really cool, unique looking towers. And I say they're unique because, you know, it's not, you know, I don't see any of their work anywhere else, and I thought it was really cool. So that's all I want to share with you guys for now. Thank you for watching. I'll have more video content up soon. Let me know what you think of this tower. Let me know what else you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, this tower will probably see you again too when I start doing Lion Rampant stuff next year. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.